guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Unpopular hip-hop opinions because Tarzan said the N-word.
So Tarzan said the N-word. A clip surfaced of Tarzan freestyling in a car and rapping along to Playboy Cardi's Like Wheezy. And in the middle of his mumbled
But-
wannabe trap flow, something
what was this thing on his head?
Oh, I guess it's a acne patch or something. Because
Oh.
yes, I was also like very careful before making conclusions because people sent the video on Discord. I was like, is that even him?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so they sent me the original where it's from, and the original is from a TV show. Like, it's him. So because I said the same thing. I was like, that no, I could maybe someone else because the thing, looked like a mole on the head, wearing glasses. It's him. I watched the whole thing.
dropped that sounded suspiciously like the N-word. You heard it. I heard it. My AirPods flinched. And even though the video got yanked off TikTok faster than his braids should have been, it spread like wildfire. Because it wasn't coming from nowhere. It landed.
So it got pulled from TikTok. The original version, and only the modified version was circulating.
No. The original is not on TikTok. The original is on YouTube. It's a YouTube variety show. He said it on. So what happened? Probably the variety show issued copyright strikes on the short. Because that's their content, which is their right. But yeah.
Did on top of a mountain of pre-existing resentment, justified by the fact that Tarzan has been dipping into black culture like it's a buffet since day one. When I brought this up weeks ago, when I said he looked like a cultural leech in cornrows, you'd think I personally cursed K-pop. People came at me talking about give him a chance, you're jumping the gun, he's just inspired. Inspired?
I mean, she did jump the gun a little bit. We were here give him a chance in the sense that okay, he's edging, but
But he also didn't do anything to like show that, oh, I'm an ally, as opposed to someone just benefiting off the culture.
Yeah. So like we were leaning towards it, but we were like holding our horses. She was already jumping. Like I don't support like even when we just saw the video and when you guys sent it on Discord, I had to make sure. So I didn't want to jump. Oh, it's him, and but it's him. Yeah, it's him. So.
Inspired by what?
And I feel like I've been consistent with everybody. Tarzan, NCT Teal. Who else is being accused? Some Boys to Planets guys. I'm the same way with everyone. I'm waiting until we have the evidence. I don't want to jump the gun on anyone because I just don't think that's fair to judge somebody before you know all the facts.
Fetishized caricature 101? Now that this clip exists, suddenly the room's real quiet. Or worse, people are spinning themselves into yoga knots trying to say he didn't say it. He was just mumbling. Mumbling? Please.
Was
We all
mumbling,
know
but
what
he
the N-word
mumbled
sounds like even when it's slurred, spat or whispered in Morse code. And the icing on the trash cake? The original song doesn't even have the slur in it. So where did he get it from? His soul? His playlist? His Instagram feed full of convicted rappers?
Yeah, it doesn't have the word in it.
When they showed us the lyrics, it said
there
boy.
was boy. He didn't say that. He changed boy into the N-word. He changed the word.
Why? Because that's another level.
That's another level. That is not
because
that's not what Blackpink did. That is way worse.
Because it's not like they say sing this and you just read it. You made a choice.
You made a choice. That is way worse than what Blackpink
but
did.
why would you make this choice? I don't know.
Well, he doesn't understand what the word means. He doesn't understand the weight
At
of
that
the word.
at that time, this was how long ago was this?
A couple of weeks ago.
No, the game show, like when he went on the
Probably,
show.
yeah.
Oh, he did that recently. I thought it was something old.
No, it's recent. It's right now. I think this was like a promo for their all-day project.
Oh, wow,
They all went on the show.
That's so dumb. I thought this was something that happened even before he debuted.
No. This is now.
Why would you do that? Especially if you didn't even know it was bad. You seen everyone being taken out with these kind of controversies at this point.
Well, two things. Either like he generally doesn't understand the word, and like
We seen
but to not understand the word,
not-
you kind of have to be really disconnected at this point. I don't know.
But he used the excuse that, oh, he's like from that culture, like in the sense that he grew up around that. So grew up where? And he said in the States.
Well, he was, from how I understand, he was here for like a year or two. Not.
Yeah, but that's when people fact checked him. But that's not how he presented himself.
Right.
To me, the way he said it sounded like he's been there like all his life.
Yeah,
That's all he knows. Like he's like a Jesse.
Right. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, I don't know what I wanted to say. I forgot.
Let's talk about that too. This isn't even about just this video. Tarzan's entire rollout has been a masterclass in how to disrespect black culture and call it branding. Braids? Check. Grills? Check. That painfully exaggerated tough guy mug he puts on like he's cosplaying a DaBaby mugshot? Triple check.
Check.
You think it's personality, it's parody. He's out here giving us the Walmart version of American hip-hop masculinity. And he's doing it dead serious like he thinks he's changing the game. The man even followed Tory Lanez, someone who was literally convicted of pew-pewing Megan Thee Stallion. And people still tried to tell me I was being too sensitive. No, you're being too complicit. At some point, we need to call it what it is. He's trying to morph it.
Once again, you jumped the gun. You weren't too sensitive. You jumped the gun without having evidence. That is the problem. And that's always going to be a problem. Get your evidence first, then conclude. Not just conclude before you have all the... Because what happened with XG? She jumped the gun. Oh, I was wrong. She has to issue an apology. Why? Because she keeps jumping the gun every time. Get your facts straight so you don't have to apologize.
Into a parody of blackness. Because he sees that image as edgy, profitable, and low effort. So no, this is not just a one-off slip. This isn't just he said a word by accident. This is a walking pattern, even after the backlash, the side eyes, the call-outs. He doubled down. Still wearing the braids, still slathered in appropriated aesthetics, still dragging out this dollar store trap persona like it's authenticity when it's just a caricature designed to sell. And the black label?
Oh.
MIA, no statement, no clarification. Just vibes and sales counts. And y'all want to talk about misinformation? If the agency did their job and cleared the air instead of hiding behind ghost mode, we wouldn't even be here. The longer they say nothing, the more people fill in the blanks with fake apology letters and cropped out group photos, literally. Some of y'all are doing too much in the opposite direction, fabricating statements and spreading fake posts saying Tarzan was removed. It doesn't help. If you actually want to hold idols accountable, use facts, not fanfiction, because the more you lie, the easier it becomes for his defenders to sweep this under the rug. Speaking of his stands, that Panchoa translation that said Tarzan said the word they or just mumbled? Fine, let's entertain it. Let's say he didn't drop the N-word. Even then, the fact that so many people believed he did should tell you everything you need to know. You know why it sounded believable? Because it fits the script. Because he's spent his entire image aligning himself with...
I mean, that is true. If somebody from Rise was doing this and said it, I don't know if we would be jumping to the same conclusion. We would, because honestly, you would have to know he said it to hear it. Like, if we were to watch that video reacting to it, we wouldn't catch it. It's not
Really?
Yeah, it's not obvious.
But wouldn't we know the song?
I don't know.
Wouldn't they say the song? What was the song?
Playboy Cardi, some sort of new song.
Well, someone who's familiar with the song would know if it has it.
Well, the song doesn't have it though. But I'm just saying.
That's what gags me.
No, but
are we sure he doesn't have the word?
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't. He improvised it. The lyrics say, "I'm gonna pop that boy like I'm Pac" or something like that. So that's what it said. Oh my God, I keep forgetting what I want to say. Oh, okay. Yeah, if we were reacting to the way he said it, it's not. He's very ineligible. Sounds like mumbling. You wouldn't understand. I would honestly.
But did he know what he was saying? Like
I think he knows what he was saying because it's honestly, in the context, why I believe he said it is because before that he was listening to that song in the car. And then I guess he came like improvising part of freestyle, and then he started doing it. So we know it's that song.
He's not young. He knows exactly what he's saying. You know when you're saying something.
He knows what he's saying. I'm saying he doesn't know it's bad. That's what I'm saying.
He lived long enough. He's been around.
Yeah, I don't know how you in the industry and you don't know it's bad.
No, that's
I'm a little confused about.
With problematic Western rappers, copying the surface level aesthetic and pretending that inspiration means immunity. And let's say he didn't say the slur.
I think he hears the black artist say it and he thinks it's okay because they say it.
Let's say every person who heard it misheard
it. If you
it,
still using that excuse in 2025, I'm sorry. You're just dumb. You just choose to be dumb.
I don't know.
Like you choose. That's a choice.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to say. Yeah, so it's either that or he's just actually saying it for negative attention. Like
he could be that type.
Or everything he is doing is for negative attention.
He could be that type.
It's a little hard to believe that you're that oblivious.
But the thing is, why does he think he's special to think that he would get a pass?
No, he wouldn't get a pass. He would get a lot of attention.
Yeah, but it's not,
it's
attention, not good attention that keeps you booking in the concerts where they find you still bookable.
Well, I think tomorrow night or Saturday night they're here in LA in KCON. So we'll see how that goes.
Company should have said something by now. They didn't. You can't cry victim of a false rumor when you won't even stand up and say what you did or didn't say. Silence is not neutrality. It's complicity. And if he gave a single flying duck about the culture he's been playing dress up in since
silence is not neutrality. Silence is taking a side.
Debut, he would have spoken, but he didn't. Because deep down, he couldn't care less. So yeah, maybe I'm not 100% right. But if I am, that's a racial slur coming out of the mouth of someone who's built his brand off a culture he doesn't belong to, doesn't uplift, and clearly doesn't understand. And if I'm wrong, then it's still a glaring sign that his image and behavior have become so problematic, so performatively black that people expected him to say it. That's a failure either way. 2. I've got more Boys Planet controversies. This week's bonus episode includes a cat, a dinner reservation, and a fraud conviction. Not exactly the crimes of the century, but that hasn't stopped the internet from losing it. First up is trainee Jung Sangyeon. A photo of him carrying his cat outside went viral and triggered a full-blown outrage spiral. There was no leash in the photo.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need Batman.
Some people do.
Cats on the
And
leash?
for some people, that was
Some
all it
people
took
do.
to start shrieking
When I
animal
was
abuse.
younger, when I was younger, when I was younger, hear me out. When I was younger, we put our cat on a leash when we wanted to be outside, but not go off like to the streets. So you have it on like a harness, and it has a way to go out and do what it wants, but still stay on your home property. Only when you want it to be outside.
I've never seen a cat on a leash. in
It's
my
very
life.
easy.
I mean, I'm sure it's easy. I just never seen it.
Oh. They even put the cats in like a bubble, like a backpack bubble.
Well, right. If you want to
To take
carry
it out,
like in a
take it
case,
out,
I've
yeah.
seen that, but
So you could
cat
see
on a
everything.
leash?
Yeah. Yeah. In harness, so you can make sure it's safe.
Cats have...
You do the same thing with the dog.
No, cats just roam. You do that with the dogs,
Yeah,
so
but then the
dogs
cat
don't attack nobody.
no, the cat's not gonna come back.
Cats come back always.
They do, but when they want to, and that's not
Yes.
the way. The cat. I
Yes.
need you here.
If
You're
you
a house
have a cat, accept the fact that they're going to
No.
live a freestyle life. People
No.
are going to run their life. They're not dogs.
Oh
okay?
my gosh.
Accept
My cat
it.
was for the streets.
Well, exactly. If you want a hoe, get a cat. If you want someone loyal, get a dog. Period.
He punted a puppy. Mind you, the cat looked calm, unharmed, and very much not mid-trauma. But logic never stands a chance once the cancel train leaves the station. Eventually, an acquaintance jumped in with a full-length essay defending him, saying Jung did use a harness and stroller when taking his cat out, and accused the original poster of cropping out the proof. Turns out, he even deleted all his cat photos because the comments were getting that vile. And did that stop the outrage? Nope. People were screaming taking cats outside is weird and he might lose the animal. Apparently just existing with a pet in the outdoors is a red flag now. Moving right along to another heinous
I just
crime
feel
against
like
idle
you
purity.
know the cat misses so much from not being outside. Like if it stays inside all the time.
I mean, what's weird for me is having a cat on a leash, but I'm not going to go cancel somebody because they do that. That's their prerogative. I don't feel like they're hurting an animal by doing that. So, whatever. It's ridiculous.
Dining with your girlfriend. Trainee Lee Sungwon got caught in the act. Via a Naver map review he apparently left under his own name. That's right, a restaurant review left on a Korean map app in June. The comments said he visited the restaurant with his girlfriend and included a selfie. Naturally, screenshots run wild. How dare a trainee go on a date while competing on a survival show? We're acting like he announced a secret child, and as of late July, Mnet and Sungwon both stayed silent, probably because
I mean, even if he did announce a secret child, what does have to do with him competing in a competition? So?
no one should have to release a press statement over going to dinner. I mean, can we save the outrage for the actual crimes? You know, like the ones involving abuse, bullying, and real criminal behavior? But no, apparently dating is still the most terrifying thing a trainee can do. And speaking of actual scandals, here's one that somehow isn't getting enough attention. Fraud charges at the corporate level. Meet Yam Yechon and Kim Taejo, two minors under Choco Entertainment, a lesser-known agency that markets them as pre-debut group Choco. But the real headline isn't the boys, it's their boss. The company is run by Cho PD, a producer who's been pinballing around the industry since the Stone Age. In 2018, he was found guilty of fraud. The man transferred his company's assets, hid 270 million Korean wons in concert profits, and got slapped with a suspended 2-year prison sentence. He apologized in public, sure, and then came right back in 2019 with a new label and fresh-faced minors under his wing. Now that Yechon and Taejo are on national TV, netizens are starting to ask the obvious. Why are we letting a convicted scammer run a talent agency like nothing happened? Why is a man who literally defrauded his own artists allowed back in the business with zero oversight? And why the heck is he being rewarded with 2 teenage boys on a primetime survival show? It's a valid question, but instead of asking it, people are too busy dissecting Jong's cat and stalking Lee's lunch plans. For the record, Yechon and Taejo haven't done anything wrong, They're just kids trying to survive the industry. And the people they trust to manage their careers have dirtier records than half the contestants on unanswered questions. Fans should be outraged, but not at them, at the system, at the broadcasters, at the regulators, at the adults exploiting minors while pretending to mentor them. But no, it's easier to rage at a 14-year-old's haircut or a kitten. So when you put all of this together, the cat, the date and the fraudster CEO, you start to see just how warped this survival show ecosystem has become. The fandom can't tell the difference between a minor misstep and an actual scandal anymore. Stans are out here acting like they're running the FBI, but they're ignoring the real threats in favor of crucifying trainees over things that don't even qualify as mildly inappropriate. It's easier to cancel a kid over dinner than to demand a major network stop platforming bullies. 3, Twice are currently on tour, and I gotta give it to them. The initial concerts were seriously high production. The 360 degrees stage, the outfits, the props, the giant balls, the live vocals, the energy, it was all there. Some members gave absolutely nothing. I won't name names, Mina, but having 9 members helps mask the weak spots. Overall,
I won't name names, Mina.
A solid showing. They also dropped the Japanese comeback Enemy, and
Yeah,
it feels like
busy.
Twice are stepping into their Dreamcatcher era. After the joke that was, this is for, Enemy dives into emotional rock and a dark melancholic sound, the kind that built Twice's identity in Japan. Their Japanese comebacks always come with actual effort. No lazy lyric swaps, just full-on quality. That discography's been their playground for experimenting with sounds JYP would never greenlight in Korea. Enemy is a bold shift for Twice, very textured. With band instrumentals driving the vocals, it's intense, almost too intense, since there aren't many slower moments. To create contrast, something Dreamcatcher executes flawlessly, still, even if it leans generic at times. The girls delivered the rawness of J-Rock well. Meow also dropped their so-called first original Japanese single Me Me Me.
Did they now?
Or at least that's what the black label gaslit the public into believing.
Oh wow, we haven't seen this. I wanna check it out.
Believing. They marketed it as a grand debut moment, but just a glorified ad jingle for a Japanese cosmetics brand.
Why we didn't see this one? I don't know.
It's their Japanese debut.
I'm subscribed to their page. I didn't.
Maybe
know
it's on
about
a
this.
different page.
Why? It's so stupid. Wow. And
Plus, it's for the Japanese.
I know, but why?
release.
Japanese people cannot access regular YouTube. They cannot go to subscribe to regular.
I guess they have to
sense.
push it there first, like so they can
Makes
see it
no
first.
sense to me.
No MV, no rollout, just vibes and capitalism. But hey, shout out
Oh, no MV. Maybe that's why we didn't see it. Okay.
to the black label for copy-pasting the Blackpink formula down to the pixel. The girls are collecting CFs and brand deals left and right. Good for them. Secure that bag, girl. Now, let's talk about the actual song. Me 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 is a chill breezy track that dips into Afrobeat territory. Think watered down Tyla, but the execution? Messy. The production is plagued with the same issues I clocked in Hands Up. The mixing is off. The vocal layer
You mean the Hands Up, which is their best song? Yes.
is non-existent and the instrumentation sounds like it was slapped on in post. In the chorus where the track should peak, each member sounds like she was recorded in a different time zone. One vocal's crisp, the next sounds like she's harmonizing through a McDonald's drive-thru speaker. The blend is so disconnected it feels like a demo. It's like they built a skeleton of a good song and then just left the flesh at home. 5. K-pop Demon Hunters just became Netflix's most watched original animated film of all time, and I'm shaking in my boots. Don't get me wrong, this win was fully earned. What stood out most was the way the film let its female characters be expressive. You could feel their rage, joy, awkwardness and mess. Add to that the way it captured the emotional and cultural chaos of the industry without condescension or mockery. But this milestone won't be interpreted the right way. No one's going to come away from this thinking, wow, maybe original storytelling rooted in specific cultural experiences is a recipe for success. Nope, what they're going to hear is, K-pop is trending, quick, greenlight another soulless idol-themed cash grab. You just know a dozen studios are already scribbling up their own knockoff versions. What K-pop Demon Hunters did so well was walk the tightrope between homage and critique. It tackled everything from fan signs to stage personas.
K-pop, they're not called K-pop. K-dramas on Netflix. But I guess because it's a Netflix original, so it's part of like...
Oh no, it's animated. It's the most watched animated.
Original?
Yeah, Netflix most watched animated Netflix original. Yes. So we're not
Original.
comparing with actual movies. We're just only with anime.
Shipping culture to fan cams. Without turning the genre into a joke, the members of Saga Boys weren't caricatures, they were lovingly constructed archetypes. The mysterious one, the muscle one, the doe-eyed babyface. We've seen these types before, but here they were treated with nuance and care. It didn't mock the fandom ecosystem, it respected it, even while acknowledging its absurdities. That balance is razor thin, and my biggest fear is that future K-pop-centric movies will faceplant straight into parody.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hey guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. If you could like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.